everybody, Neo17 here, and today we're going to be discussing the brand new Pokemon of the Galar region. I've waited a few days to do a video because I really like to wait for things to kind of like flat out be done with, see if we get anything new after the end of the week, and then go from there, but it doesn't seem like we really did, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and talk about what I think is some pretty cool Pokemon that we've seen so far. So I'd like to just give you guys my thoughts, and then I want to know who you guys are going to be using on your Pokemon teams in the Galar region. But before I do that, be sure to hit that like button if you like this video and subscribe, because there's going to be a lot of content coming moving forward as Pokemon Sword and Shield news drops. So let's go ahead and take a look. We know the starters already, so we don't need to get too much into that. And let me make sure I'm recording before I lose my shit. Okay, recording. Alright, let's check out Gossifleur first, as Gossifleur is or Flower, however you say its name, is a base evolution Pokemon that can evolve, and I'll get to the evolution here in a second. Gossifleur is the flowering Pokemon. I never would have guessed. Height is, what, 1 foot 4 inches? That's not very tall, obviously. Grass type, 4.9 pounds, literally the weight of a flower probably. Abilities, Cotton Down and Regenerator. Regenerator is pretty nice. That's a pretty good ability. We see some screenshots here. Its pollen has a healing effect. Gossifleur prefers lands with clean water and air, and its pollen has a healing effect. Its pollen works on people too, and it used to be a common folk medicine remedy for children of the Galar region to be given a tea made from this pollen when they fell ill. Gossifleur travels over long distances by getting blown along by the wind. It controls the direction of its travels by twisting its body and petals. So pretty cool. You can see them in the overworld here. They are really small. There's probably going to be quite a few of these things. I assume it'll be like the Oddish of this generation. I'll be interested to see though if it's got 2 evolutions, not just the one. It could just be like the like the Roselia. I think would probably be a better Beauty of the region, and then it evolves once in the Roselia equivalent. So I think that's fair to say. So that's Gossifleur. Overall, I like its design. I think it's pretty cool. I love how the overall concept is really, it's just a flower. Like you can see when it's walking, it just looks like a walking flower, as opposed to like Oddish or something, where it's just like this blue body with eyes. It's kind of creepy. So let's move on to its evolution, or its evolved form, Eldegoss. I actually like Eldegoss a lot. I think Eldegoss is cool. It's basically just a giant cotton ball. It's a cotton bloom Pokemon, 1 feet 8 inches, grass type, 5.5 pounds, so slightly heavier than its predecessor, and same abilities, Cotton Down and Regenerator. Man, I really love the UI. I know we're not talking about it right now, but I just love the way they did it. Its cotton fluff protects it from enemies. When Gossifleur evolves into Eldegoss, its head becomes covered in thick cotton fluff. This cotton fluff serves as a cushion, helping to protect Eldegoss's head from damage. Highly nutritious seeds. It'll probably learn Leech Seed, I'm sure. The tiny seeds attached to the cotton fluff are said to be highly nutritious and beneficial to both people and Pokemon. Eldegoss spreads these seeds throughout the region by sending them on the wind, making the soil from the Galar region rich in nutrients. So pretty cool. This seems to be the most relatable Pokemon to the actual region itself in terms of giving back to the region, the environment and stuff, which is really cool. A lot of the times though, that's kind of what the grass types do, but examples like Bellsprout and Oddish, they really don't do those things. If anything, Vileplume is like the opposite, because it smells so bad. Gloom smells so bad, so it's kind of a flip-flop how they've displayed grass type Pokemon over the years and wanting to enrich the environment, which is overall really cool. I thought there was a next button. That's cool though. So next we'll move on to a big fan favorite, our boy and girl Wooloo. Wooloo the sheep. Literally a sheep. It's the sheep Pokemon. It's 2 inches tall, 2 feet tall, whatever. It's normal type, 13.5 pounds roughly, and that's actually kind of heavy for a cotton ball with legs. Just saying. It's got Fluffy and Runaway. Now Fluffy is a really good ability. It has physical moves. That can be dope. I know it's going to evolve possibly twice, like the Mareep of the region, so I wonder if it'll maintain that ability. I assume that it will, and what its stats are going to look like. I wonder if it's just going to be a defensive Pokemon, or if it's gonna kind of be more like Furfrou and be a little bit more on the attacky side. We'll have to see. It is cute as hell, I'll give it that. Like, I like its design overall. I mean, it's pretty basic, but again, I'm pretty sure it'll have an evolution. And these things actually roll. They really don't walk. When they want to get somewhere, they roll. Which is pretty interesting. The white fur that covers their bodies grows throughout their lives, and it will fully grow back in 3 months, even if the Wooloo has been completely shorn. The fur is used for clothing and carpets and the like, and is very popular as a specialty product of the Galar region. So kind of sad how they shear these little guys, but that's realistic, right? Based on how sheep give back. A friendly Pokemon that craves stability. Wooloo lives as a herd and mimic the actions of their trainer or herd leader. They dislike conflict, and if they need to escape from enemies, they will simply roll away. So that's kind of what I was talking about. There's gameplay footage out there of Wooloo just rolling in some grassy areas. It's kind of funny. I actually really like that touch. It makes it really cool. Next, we got my boy, Corviknight. Oh, I love this Pokemon so much. I love Corviknight, dude. I don't know. I think it's just the Raven aspect, its eyes, like its beak structure and stuff. It just looks so good. I love Corviknight, dude. Easily slid into my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Like, I love this thing. And it looks even better in game. I saw it Dynamax in one of the gameplay videos, and thing is no joke. So let's cover it. Category, the Raven Pokemon. I never would have guessed. 7 feet 3 inches tall. That is a big ass bird, my dude. I guess it has to be, though, in order to be a taxi service. It's flying steel type, not dark steel, which is pretty disappointing considering Ravens are the epitome of dark. So really weird that they went with flying steel. It's kind of like the Charizard situation. It's like, do you just take out the flying type entirely and just make it fire dragon? So I don't know, maybe they just did it for balancing in terms of competitiveness or something, but really weird they didn't go with dark flying or dark steel here. So I don't know. It's got pressure and a nerve, so kind of like Absol in a sense. A lot of people are saying it's the Skarmory of this generation, including myself. I've tweeted it a few times. I think that it might be. It's very possible that it's the Absol as well. It doesn't look like it evolves. It doesn't look like anything evolves into it. So it could just be a base stage Pokemon, which is fine with me. This thing is on my team, 100%. I hope you find it somewhat early on too. I don't feel like you will though. I feel like you'll find it, because then no, they did show it in the wild. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking like after the second or third gym you can find this thing, but I could be wrong. We haven't actually seen the early region bird Pokemon, like the Pidgey of the region, so we'll have to wait on that and see. But I mean, look at this thing, dude. God, so awesome. This thing's level 60, base 200, and it could just be for demo purposes. Fighting a Beware. The Beware is about to get owned. The Dashing Lord of the Skies. Whew. Dashing Lord of the Skies. This thing is amazing. It is said that Corviknight is the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region. My dude. It can often be seen fearlessly soaring throughout the air. Yes, I'm just making up words as I go. Many say that any Pokemon foolish enough to challenge Corviknight are sent running with just a sharp glare and cry from this fearsome Pokemon. Have we actually heard its cry in gameplay? I don't think so. I'm looking forward to that. Use a flying taxi to travel from town to town. So not only will you be destroying people in Pokemon battles with Corviknight, you'll also be able to take this thing any town to travel. So it's going to be like the Charizard of the Alola region, where you can just fly around. Super cool. I wish they would have shown the animation for that. I got a feeling it's going to be pretty funny. Use a flying taxi to travel from town to town. Corviknight possesses superb flying skills and high intelligence. Because of this, many of them work for the company called Galar Taxi, helping transport people from town to town. So Corviknight, easily my favorite Pokemon shown off so far, and I have a hard time believing that there's going to be a Pokemon to me that looks better than this thing. The legendaries don't even touch it. So, yeah, Corviknight is just, he's awesome. Dreadnought is a cool Pokemon. I think he looks really cool. He looks like he could have been a fossil type Pokemon. It's got the Water Rock combo. Maybe it is, but they've seen it in the wild, so it's obviously not a fossil Pokemon. So I don't know why I said that, but he just looks like he would be one. I mean, he's got the tore up shell. He's got the rough rock on his head. I don't know. He just looks like a fossil Pokemon to me. He stands at 3 feet, 3 inches tall. Rocking Strong Jaw and Shell Armor. Both are really good abilities. Preferably for me, I would want Strong Jaw. It weighs 254 pounds. That's a big ass turtle. Look at them big old jaws. Oh. Powerful jaws and muscles, the sharp jagged and fangs of the bite Pokemon Dreadnought are strong and sharp enough to bite through rock and iron. Though it has an extremely heavy rock shell, its well-developed muscles allow it to move quickly. So I read this, was it yesterday? And I was like, man, what if this thing gets Aqua Jet? That thing would be a force, dude. If this thing gets priority, putting a trainer's skill and morale to the test. Dreadnought is known to be extremely vicious, and it takes a skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. It seems that some trainers will release Dreadnought back into the wild once they discover they can't handle it. I've always wanted them to do features with Pokemon like this because they've had descriptions of Pokemon like this in the past. I wish there was some kind of mechanic where they said, you've got to build this Pokemon's trust, like the relationship aspect, and it won't like obey you until that trust is gained. Like that would be super cool if that was something they did with certain Pokemon that had this description. But, you know, Game Freak. Yeah. They wouldn't want me on their development team. I'd be like, hey, Amoy, we need to do this. And he'd be like, no, that's not in Pokemon. That's not how we do this. That's not how we do this. And I would be like, back to the drawing board. Hey, what about this idea? No, it's not how we do it here. I'm giving Game Freak a hard time. But Dreadnought looks super cool. Will I use it on my team? I don't think so. I don't like the water rock combo. Weak to too many things. It's going to be slow as shit. It's just not my style. Doesn't fit my style on my teams. It fits the design criteria because I judge or base Pokemon in my party based off design as well as ability. The ability I think is going to be there. It's just I think like Eldegoss destroys this thing. One Mega Drain, done. Because I got a feeling this thing's special defense is not going to be very good. So although it looks like we've covered all of the Pokemon, we have not. As our 2 brand new Pokemon. And it makes me curious because they were revealed at E3 in demo gameplay. And they haven't put them on their website. So I guess they're waiting for the formal reveal. It's kind of weird. So we see Eldegoss using a few of the abilities there, and then they hop into a glossary of things. So I have it on my Twitter page, numerous fan art and pictures and stuff like that of the new Pokemon. So this is Yamper. Yamper is based off a Corgi. He's an electric type, or it's an electric type, and this thing is flat out adorable. It's really cool, and I love that somebody did this. Look at that. Somebody made 2D sprites. Or 3D sprites. 2D sprites. Really cool. This was actual gameplay of it, like, during the demo. Somebody was Dynamaxing, and nothing better than a giant Dynamax Corgi. That shit is hilarious to me. So, Bill O'Reilly would be proud. He has a Corgi. But it's really cool. It's actually got a heart on its butt. So here's like some official art of Yamper. Look at this little guy. Now they haven't said if he evolves or not. And then this is the second Pokemon, Impidimp. Is that how you say its name? Yeah, Impidimp. Say that 20 times fast. He definitely looks like he's gonna have some type of evolution. He's Fairy Dark type, very unique typing. So I think it will evolve once. If not, maybe it's just the like Sableye of the region, or I picture this more of the like the Sneasel type. I think it'll evolve one time. And somebody brought up the idea of it evolving based off its gender on my Twitter, which is really cool. I think that oh, I gotta sneeze. Woo! Holy shit, that hurt. Somebody brought up the idea of it evolving based off gender. I think that would be really cool. I don't see it here with it, but if they went that route, I'm totally open to that. That looks really cool. But Dark and Fairy is a very unique typing. I'd be interested to see when it evolves if it'll carry the same typing. Somebody made some Play-Doh of Yamper. See, this is the stuff I like to see, man. It's super, super cool. Yeah, you can see he's got a little heart on his butt. Somebody drew it. I like this picture a lot. That crap is funny. Oh man, you guys gotta search Twitter Yamper. It gets interesting. This is probably one of my favorite pictures though. That's just an adorable picture. So those are all of our Pokemon that we have. We don't have any more information on these two guys, like height and description and all that stuff, because it actually hasn't been fully revealed. But still cool nonetheless. I want to know what you guys think of all of the new Pokemon that we've seen so far. Let me know what your impressions are. Are you going to use them on your team? Which Pokemon are you? Which Pokemon aren't you? And let me know who you're picking as your starter. Hashtag Grookey Gang. Because that's who I'm using. And it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to seeing some new Pokemon that they come out with. So, yeah, that's going to cover it for today's video. Some really cool designs. I really like the direction that they're going. They seem pretty simple, very simplistic, but at the same time, detailed. Like Corviknight, very detailed. Dreadnought, very detailed. And then you have the more simpler designs like Gossifleur and Eldegoss. So, James Turner's done a great job so far. There isn't a Pokemon design I don't like. So, I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped. I don't know. I don't know if how they're gonna do the reveal cycles this time around. You know, for new news, if it's gonna be a monthly thing, probably. So in the event we get a news drop here in the next few weeks or so, I will definitely be covering that. I'll also have a video coming out on Monday. I don't really know what on yet, but I'm getting ready to record that as well. So thank you guys very much for watching. Again, let me know who you're going to be using on your team, who your favorite designs are, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys on the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe and tune in for some more Pokemon news. So thank you guys very much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, King_Dieter17. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.